Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Cece, and today I am going to be talking, basically just talking. I have no topic today. I'm just going to be talking about what I like, just basically venting. Basically venting and messing with this string right here. This yarn, a little crochet. I don't know what it's gonna come out like. I don't even know. I don't have an idea of what I'm gonna crochet. So whatever I have at the end of this video, I might do some I might do some practicing on my crocheting, the chaining and stuff. So I don't know. But that's not the topic. Anyway. What is the topic I want to talk about? So one thing I want to talk about, I seen on Twitter. I've been on Twitter a lot, so I go up and down my Twitter feed and I just see a lot of different topics. And one topic that I caught my attention was the topics with Black women. As a Black woman myself, as a person of color, a dark-skinned girl that comes from all this hatred, that comes from all this, pointing fingers at one race, and it always be us at the end of the day. It's never going to be anybody else but us at the end of the day, because man or woman, it's always a Black woman that get their finger, like everybody pointing their fingers at them, even though we don't do anything. We barely do anything. We sometimes mind our business, and we're still having our name dragged through the mud. But the thing is that really caught my attention was the fact that even though we don't necessarily put ourselves in the limelight to get talked about, or sometimes we do set ourselves up to get a bad name for ourselves as a Black woman, is that when we don't even do anything, we still get dragged for not doing anything. And the thing with that is, I just feel like the whole world just have an opportunity to just take a jab at us. And when we jab back, now everybody will call us angry, no manners, ugly, wig wearing, weave having people. And we're just like, but when we were being bullied, when we were being harassed, when we were being talked about, when we were being dragged through the mud, all through the internet, nobody wants to save us or take up for us. But when we take up for ourselves, now we're the bad person. Now this is professional gaslighting. The internet is a professional gaslighter. The internet will professionally gaslight you. So that's why you have to be on your P's and Q's to not get gaslit. The internet will have you thinking that it's one person's problem and not theirs. So the thing about that is, as a Black woman, when we try to take up for ourselves, the internet will have us thinking that us taking up for ourselves is a problem. We shouldn't take up for ourselves. We should just let whatever happens happen, because that's how it goes. But that's a problem. That is bullying, that's harassing, that is a big issue that the world have. When people want views, they bring Black women into it. When people want content, they bring Black people, the whole Black race, into it. When people want content, or when people want money, we are being drugged through the mud. Black people are literally cash grabs when it comes to other races. We're literally the go-to people when it comes to needing money fast, needing money ASAP, needing money right then and there. And you can get money by attacking us, because we're going to obviously be triggered and answer back. And then when we answer back, now everybody want to be, now everybody want to gaslight us into thinking answering back is the wrong thing to do. even though that was the plan the whole time. We want us to answer back just because you can get money and content behind what we're saying. But yeah, I think what Black people should do, or not saying that you should do this, but what Black people should do moving forward in 2025 is basically mind your business. And I know you're like, Black people mind their business. We do mind our business. We do mind our business. But you mind your business, yes. But when somebody says something, you go and try to defend yourself. And we know how that all is at the end. We should just let it ride. Just let it go, not say anything and ignore it. Because at the end of the day, if you ignore that person, if you ignore them, 9 times out of 10, they see that they can't get money out of this content. They're not getting anything by it. They're going to just stop and move on to the next thing. So I think that we should, as a community, just stop giving our attention to it and just let it all go. Just stop giving our attention to it and let it go. Because us giving our attention and energy to it is bringing them back and leaving us stressed out and hurt. So yeah, I think it's just a thing we should probably consider. Also with the what am I about to say? Also, I find that Black people's pain does being I seen that on Twitter. Black people's pain end up always being a meme. We're always laughing about our pain, but we never actually take it serious. We never actually fix the problem. The problem is within us. It's not physical. It's within us. It's installed in us. It's passed down from generation to generation. We are passing down traumas to our young children, young kids. We're passing it down, and when we pass it down, they continue to cycle. And when they continue to cycle, it is seen as a mental problem. You have mental issues. Something is not right in your head, when all it is trauma. It's really not a mental issue. It's trauma being passed down through generations. If it's genetics or if it's physical trauma that's being done in the home. And a lot of Black mothers and Black fathers do pass down their trauma. If it's genetics, or even if it's like trauma within the home that's going on. Like tough love. Tough love is a big factor in the Black community. A lot of Black fathers, mothers like to show tough love because they feel like soft parenting or talking to your child about the problem is not an option. You have to at least hit them for them to understand, or you have to talk and verbally abuse the child for them to understand. And I'm not saying physical discipline is not something you shouldn't do, because I do believe physical discipline is something that does need to be established in the home for your child to understand that if you don't do something, it does have consequences. But sometimes physical discipline can get out of hand, and it can show the child that everything you do has a consequence. Even being creative has a consequence. Even making music, making noise, doing this, doing that has a consequence. We have to make it seem like everything they do, move, touch, feel is a consequence. And I don't think that's all right. I don't really think that's right. I don't think that's, something we should install in our child. Everything they do is a consequence, because at school, when they get ready to go to school and they try to act out, or it's all because at the house they can't do it. And now you're getting called in from your work to come to your child's school, and he's getting in trouble because whatever he can't do at the house, he's trying to do at school. And I know you're like, what are you even talking about? You're just rambling on. I feel like physical discipline, being physical discipline to your child too much can cause an effect, and it can cause trauma. Everything does not need to be handled with discipline. Physical discipline, it does not need to be handled like that. Sometimes you can sit down and talk to your child and tell them that this is wrong. All right, this is wrong. This is something you don't need to do. I'm going to tell you why you shouldn't do it and what is the cause behind it if you do it. All right. And sometimes if they don't listen, if they don't get the hint the first time, then maybe we should go a little step further and take physical discipline. But I just think that physical discipline does have a con behind it. Even though it does have a pro, it does have a con. All right. And we do, and as a society, we do see that physical discipline can be a good thing, because we see in other communities that they don't discipline their child, bad things does happen to other people, and other people can get hurt behind that action of them not establishing that con of their actions. If you do this, this would happen. If you don't do this, this would happen. All right. So, in the Black community, I think physical discipline is a good thing, and it also is a bad thing. Doing it too much can harm that child, and doing it and not doing it at all can harm others and that child. All right. So, yeah, I just think the Black community should just not interact with negative things that are being said about us. Just ignore them, and maybe we can try to progress in the future. I'm not giving them the bag and the opportunity to make money off us. But yeah, enough with all that. Not really trying to go like 30-40 minutes on that topic. But yeah, another thing I want to say is, I know you're like, why is she so not happy today? It's not that I'm not happy today, it's just that I'm just trying to get a serious topic out there right now. Another topic is the fires in California. The fires in California is a shocker to me. Well, not really, because California always burning up. I done seen California have wildfires a lot, but this right here is a wow. Like, California fires have, like, it have burned down homes, communities. It burned people's house down to the ground. I didn't see on Twitter. Like, I'm going on Twitter. I'm seeing different stories from different people saying different stories from different people saying that their loved ones, their pets have passed in this fire. There was one Twitter tweet that I seen. She was like, her grandma passed in this fire. Like, she didn't make it out, and that was really sad to see. That was really, really sad to see. To see that a loved one did not make it in a fire. And fire is the worst thing I could imagine. I can't imagine. Fire is probably the worst way to die. Burning up or drowning gotta be the worst way to die. Because when you're burning up, that is like, wow, this is the end. I'm burning up. My body is physically burning. Flesh is physically burning. That is wild to me. And I'm thinking, that is wild. Pray for those families that have lost their loved ones. And yeah, that's insane. But my thought behind this is, they're saying what I have seen. They're saying that these fires are not natural. Like, it's not a natural disaster. These fires are actually being started. These fires are a cause of arson. So there is somebody actively going out making these fires, doing this. And I am thinking to myself, like, is this right? I don't know. I genuinely don't know if I believe that. But they did, like, I did see a post where, on Twitter, they're arresting a male. I could not exactly get his race. I did not know. I really couldn't physically see his race, so I don't know. But they did have a male. He was being handcuffed and being taken to prison. I think they were beating him up or what. They like knocked him on the ground, and they were taking him to jail. So I don't know if this was something he caused or he did, but I genuinely do not know. But I know it's really sad that these homes were destroyed, along with family things were destroyed. These people don't have a house, but they're gonna keep coming. You're like, what? They're gonna keep coming. These natural disasters are gonna keep coming. The earth is tired. She doesn't want all this nasty energy on her body. She's tired. She's going to wash y'all away. And I know it's like a difficult topic to talk about, but yeah, she's gonna keep burning up. She's gonna keep sending hurricanes. She's gonna keep sending natural disasters towards our way. It's just gonna keep coming. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop. Like I hate to tell it, I hate to say it, but natural disasters are gonna be happening in some places that y'all be thinking, this don't naturally happen here. Like, I never heard of a tornado in the middle of New York. Like, what is a tornado doing here? Like, a tornado? I never heard of never heard of Texas being frozen. Like, Texas is normally a hot state. I never heard of Florida being cold. Like, you never heard of that. Or you never heard of New York over flooding and stuff. Like, that's something that's not normally there. You never heard of a hurricane hitting New York. It's just not something that's natural. And I think what that is, she's getting y'all out of here. She's washing y'all away. She's getting y'all out of here. She's getting all this nasty energy that was being deemed deceptive. People are accepting this nasty energy, and they think that they can just live in nastiness and a nasty type of way, when that's not the way to live. So yeah, she's gonna keep doing it. She's gonna keep washing y'all out of here. I don't know. It's just something that she has to get out, and sometimes it is at a cost of people's lives, and it's really sad to see, hear, and witness. But the earth is going to keep trying to rebirth. All right. Also, another thing I want to talk about is, what is another topic? I had something in my head. It just left. Girl, I had something in my head. It just plenished. I don't know where it's at. I can't get the thought back. But yeah, the earth is going to keep trying to rebirth. So the thing for me to give you, the advice for me to give you, is to try to live your life as best as possible. Try to clean up your act as best as possible. A lot of people don't like to believe that the earth could like try to rebirth itself, or trying to get evil people off this land. There is a lot of evil people out there. Do not trust people. Oh, that is the topic I wanted to talk about. Don't be trusting everybody. People are evil. Do not trust everybody. I don't care how nice, how sweet, how honest you may think they seem, how genuine. People are evil. People will turn on you. People will turn on you and snap like that. I don't care how sweet of a person or a guy or a woman or a man or a sister or a brother or an uncle you may think they are. People can turn on you. Watch your back. The only person you need to trust is God and yourself. And if you don't believe in God, trust yourself at least. Put trust in yourself. Put faith in yourself. You need to put trust in something, and that is starting with yourself. All right. If you can't trust yourself, who can you trust? Now, that is a perfect example of being naive. Being naive can get you in so much trouble. Don't be trusting everybody. Don't be buddy with everybody. Everybody is not your friend. Everybody is not here to help you. People will take advantage of you if they think you're too weak or too giving. Don't be that fool. And I'm just saying, don't be a fool to the point where you are being taken advantage of. If you see yourself being taken advantage of, try to correct it as fast as possible. You don't want somebody to see you as weak. You want them to respect you. They're either going to respect you or they're going to take from you. That's just the way of life. I'm sorry. You may come up on one or two people out of a million people that may try to not take advantage of you, even though they see an opportunity to do so. But there are not that many people out there. People will take advantage of you. Don't be a dummy. I'm sorry. Don't be a dummy. Do not be a dummy in these times of doom. Don't be a dummy. Don't be that girl, that boy that goes out trusting everybody, that goes out thinking everybody's their friend, because they're not. They're not a friend. They're just trying to take advantage of you. Always watch your back. Always have self-awareness. Please have self-awareness. I know so many people that don't have self-awareness or try to like be aware of their surroundings. Please be aware of their surroundings. I'm gonna make a whole separate video on self-awareness and why it is very important to be self-aware. Please be self-aware. If you are not self-aware, that could get you in a lot of trouble. That can get you in a lot of situations where you cannot get yourself out of. You can be in the wrong place at a very wrong time. Just there and don't know because you're not being self-aware. You know what I'm saying? Being around people that is not as good to be around, having friends that are are bad, and you just not self-aware that you shouldn't be around. You don't understand that the energy have changed, and maybe you should go like your brain is telling you to go. Go where your brain is telling you to go, but you're going to continue partying because it's fun, even though the energy is shift, even though you see people kind of like walking out, kind of like looking around, looking weird. You have to understand that the energy changes, and you have to be self-aware of your surroundings. Being self-aware of your surroundings will save you a lot of time on this earth, I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm gonna make a whole separate video. That just gave me an idea to make a whole separate video of being self-aware. Please be self-aware. It is very important to be self-aware. It really will help you in life as you progress. All right, just be self-aware. It really is. Be self-aware. Don't be a dummy. Don't be a dummy. If you be a dummy, dummies don't last long. Okay, dummies do not last long on this earth. Honestly, guys, I'm just literally just making change. I tried to make a video on crocheting, but I realized how hard it really is to make a video on how to slip knot. Like, the rest of the video is gonna go smooth, but slip knot is kind of difficult to show y'all, because I'm like, are they gonna understand this? But yeah, being self-aware. Being self-aware is a very important skill. If you do not be self-aware, if you're not self-aware of yourself or what's going on with you, what's going on around you, you could end up somewhere you don't want to be. All right? Okay? Yeah, I just think that is a topic for another day. Alright, I don't want this video to be too long. This video is already going at 23 minutes and some change. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to end it there. Come back with another video later. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.